say less.
Sheesh, what you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped. Sheesh, I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh, get it, my favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet, who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm all board for these. Get it, not complicated. No conversation, get it, not complicated. No conversation, please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed, I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Newton's Panthers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And they're definitely showing blitz here. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Second down, McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now the rookie 7th rounder, it's Elijah Hood. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their block.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, someone just made a house call, and his name is Robert Alford. You remember that name, don't you, partner?
Seen him on the biggest of stages, picking off Tom Brady in Super Bowl 51.
Yeah, took it all the way back for a touchdown, then gave his team a 21-3 lead. They didn't hold it, but that was a mammoth play.
That was a mammoth play, and what we just saw was a mammoth play. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Got a man. It's the rookie Curtis Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The shotgun snap for Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Defense showing blitz. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And as a defender, if you're going with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the 1st quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
After the interception, here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And now running right through it. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Just the 1st quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake it.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Ryan. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Brandon looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's it, baby.
To throw on second down is Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now Ryan down around the goal line. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Coleman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. One down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now it's Ryan. Now he's forced out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. McCaffrey on the counter. McCaffrey with a first down and more. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this. Oh, that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Mike Adams. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. First and 10, it's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Ryan to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
2nd and 10, Newton again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Back to throw, Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. That good for 19 and a 1st down. From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed it, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And for how much Cam handles the football, he really doesn't fumble a whole lot, but coughed it up there.
And I know that a lot of people seeing that play, they immediately go back to the Super Bowl against Denver and Von Miller knocking it free from Cam. But I think you're exactly right. One of the underrated aspects of his game, he's fundamentally sound when he carries the football. Whether he's in the pocket or actually running it, he usually does a great job of taking care of it.
He'll have to shake that one off. Okay, LR, we are indeed all even as these teams come back out for the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Third and long, it's Ryan. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's on to punt for Atlanta. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a nukes. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. You know, a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Newton on first down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
To throw is Newton. And he fires one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a run with McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And not great starting field position here for the offense. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall near the 25. And a gain there of 11 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. This is Coleman. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. First and goal here from the 9. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To throw on second down, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Forced out to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. The shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Duke Riley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Panthers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 82 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And the Panthers coming out now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Second down now after the pass completion. Operating from the gun. Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. Here's Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Newton on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. On the carry, it's Hood. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. On first down, Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Coleman now. And a nice spin into some open field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
All right, so 1st down, 5 yards to go. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A lot of scoring.